Things women don't tell you about how they feel about you. When you're dating, women keep things you need to know from you. So there it is. I'm not talking about lies in and of themselves. I'm also not talking about the details of their life and past that they're not telling you. I can't change the secrets that women tell you or the secrets that you tell them. You know that thing that all people do. But women tend not to talk about how they feel about certain parts of their interactions with guys in polite conversation. Or even deep talks, too. It's not that we're trying to hurt you or trick you. You could say that these are lies by omission, but they are not meant to hurt anyone. The point I'm trying to make isn't about the details, so let's not get into them. It's because we don't always feel comfortable talking to you about these things and don't always say them correctly. Or, if I'm being honest, these are the parts of how we feel that we're afraid will make you run away if we tell you. Here's a glimpse into what women think about when they're dating you. How and when to take the next step. If we want to take our relationship with you to the next level, moving in together, getting married, having kids, etc., we don't say so. Some of us do, but a lot of us have learned that if we talk about these things before a guy does, we get labeled as needy women. A pushy and needy woman. It means we don't have to say it right away. We can say it when we're ready or when we think the time is right for the relationship. We women rarely have relationships where talking about this doesn't end badly for us. Women do get over this in the long run, especially after they get married. But we never forget what it's like to have a man flip out on us when we want to talk about the future. By the way, you could also lie about this. I can't speak for guys, so please let us know what you think. They wish you hadn't proposed. Also, when it comes to the future, women have mixed feelings about the traditional proposal. Some of us love it when a man shows how much he loves and cares for us by following customs and making a proposal. Some of us don't like how everything is on the man's side and how society looks down on us when we try to change it. Even society doesn't always help. The man doesn't like the switch in roles because he thinks it makes him look weak. After all, everyone has a different point of view. The problem is that we can't control the proposal or when it will happen in the setting of the relationship. It means that women don't have much say when they marry. We have to wait until the man has everything in order first. It doesn't matter to us if the timing is good or bad. We don't get a say. By the way, we know we can't have everything. It will take a lot more than my one talk with you about this to make a difference. But it's important to think about what some women will think about this and how you should react in your relationship. If you want to, you can choose not to. They wish you'd stop talking about standard roles for men and women. Men come from Venus and women come from Mars. What guys do, women do. When your wife is happy, you are happy. There are a lot of old sayings about how men and women are so different that we have to treat each other differently. We, women, don't like it when our guys treat us like they think a woman should be. When we have our period, we don't always like it when you make a big deal out of it. Like we're sick animals who need you to feel sorry for us. We don't always like it when you think that we won't want to do manly things like using power tools. You know we can do it, and some of us want to learn about this side of life. In the same way, you don't want to be the person who always must fix things. Or who is responsible for making sure the relationship is safe? You know what I'm talking about, the part of the man as guardian. We won't stop you from going with your gut when you want to lead. But it doesn't have to be so clear-cut and black and white, especially when two people are building a life together. How much they hate parts of your life that they can't change. I would say that this is a problem for both parts of the interaction. Still, I can only talk about what it's like for me to be a woman. It's annoying that we can't tell you honestly what we don't like about the people you hang out with. Whom you hang out with, how much time you spend with friends compared to the time you spend with other people, and your social hobbies, like sports, are just a few examples. By the way, I know what you're thinking because my wife has told me how she feels. She has told me that my friends are bad for me or that she hates it when I watch football all weekend. But I hate to say it, she doesn't always say how she feels. She often hides how those things affect her and how they affect her relationship with her. It's not because they don't like football as much as you do. It's that you're so focused on the game that she feels left out and lonely and has to keep the relationship going while you have fun. By the way, this is just an example. Not all women hate it when guys watch football. Still, I'd say that everyone, including guys, has something that bothers them more than they'd like to admit. They wish they didn't have to keep these thoughts to themselves. Some of you who read this, especially the guys, will not agree with me. You don't think your girlfriend is thinking or keeping anything from you that you don't already know. Maybe that's the case. But maybe I'm also right. And some of you, especially the women, will also disagree with me. You're with someone with whom you can say everything on this list without any problems. But you might have some things to add to this list that are unique to you. I wouldn't blame you because we all keep some things to ourselves. The truth is the bigger problem here. We can never really say what's deep down in a bond. We always have to watch what we say to make sure we don't upset the situation or say something that might scare our partner away. Or that we don't say anything that a man's hormones can make a woman feel. Men, it's not your fault. But now that you know what we're thinking a little better, you have a gift. You know things that can help you connect with your partner in a deeper and better way. Don't forget what this kind of honesty can do. Embrace it.